Welcome back to this side of the Wayne All Show, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure this evening to welcome my guest from the Victoria Mutual Building Society. No first timer, first time by Zoom. Zooming for the first time on the Wayne All Show. It's Mrs. Suzette Rochester Lloyd. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Wayne. And how are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing great. It's good to have you as always. Good, good. And we've been running this ad, this promo, and I see things are moving along in spite of pandemic and all. Victoria Mutual did not hit the brakes, it seems. So we're just happy to have you here to bring us up to speed and let us know, and especially those who aren't aware of what you can do for them to hear this evening. I
Yeah.
like what it says in their screen there. Building your financial well-being. Miss Suzette, welcome.
Thank you again. Thank you so much again. And, Victoria Mutual Building Society, as you said, we have not reduced steam. We have remained relevant, steadfast. We'll weather the storm. This is an institution that has been around for over 140 odd years. We've been around since 1878. And our mantra, our mission, vision has not changed, Wayne, where our commitment to Jamaicans and friends of Jamaicans globally is to, of course, empower them to achieve financial well-being through savings, fixed deposits in accounts, making them be prepared for their retirement, for their next level of life, basically, whether to start a business, whether it's a vacation, and most importantly, we know how real estate is one of the greatest investment that we can make, and that is what we're here for, to assist Jamaicans and friends of Jamaicans own a piece of the rock in Jamaica. So what does our office do? Our office is located in Miramar, Florida. We also have an office in New York, and there is another representing office in the UK. So I know that this is global, of course. And our mandate is to encourage our members and help them to achieve financial well-being through home ownership. And Wayne, I'm sure you can appreciate all that is happening in Jamaica with the developments. We know that the pandemic has certainly really affected everyone. We have never seen anything like this in our lifetime. And in the midst of it, Victoria Mutual has really launched its robust online platform, because what we realized, Wayne, is that with the curtailing of travel, where Jamaicans would go to Jamaica on vacation to look at properties, and also to pay their bills, also to assist their family members. Our online platform has been so robust to assist the customers in paying their bills, taking care of their family members. And also with the Victoria Mutual, where we have made some significant donations, through the pandemic. Our office in Florida, we donated $2,000 to the Sea Castle Elementary School to assist with the e-learning. In Jamaica, the head office, the donated monies to the hospital. So it's not just that we are here we try to do the financial well-being, the mental well-being, and nation building. That's what we're all about.
Very good, very good. And let me tell you, I'm always impressed at the passion and zest with which you deliver on behalf of Victoria Mutual Building Society, Suzette. So I have this wonderful pamphlet talking about happiness. And I really would like you to dissect this with me this evening. I want to get into, I've been promoting that you want to hear about happiness. If you're not, then come on and listen to this presentation this evening. Happiness is getting home faster in many ways, right? Not
Amen.
just vacation, but having a second home, a home away from wherever home is. So, can you shed some light for us on what is this happiness and how we get this happiness? And then we can get into some of the other finer details.
Thank you so much for that, Wayne. Of course, you know how it feels when you have your key to your home in your hands.
Yes.
It's an amazing feeling
Mm-hmm.
when your friends, family purchase their homes, whether, as you said, for vacation, for retirement, because many of us, Wayne, we're here, but we have that longing that we want to enjoy the best of both worlds. And VMBS can make that happen. You can have your second home in Jamaica, possibly on the beach, or even in
Ooh,
Kingston.
that's my thought right now. Sorry to interrupt you, Suzette.
Oh boy, or even Kingston, because when we see the developments that are taking place across our island home, now with the highways, the infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
on Spring Road, we see where it's now easier to fly between Ocho Rios and Kingston. So you can actually live and work and play in two ends of the island.
There you go. Oh
You know,
my goodness.
Ocean Point in Hanover. We have the Crest in St. Anne. We have the Stonebrook Manor in Falmouth. So the developments we have, even there's the L Marathon in Kingston, the 10MC in Kingston as well. And these are affordable price points where the Maryvale, you can get a one bedroom, a studio for 18.9 million. And that's what we're saying, that happiness, when you look at preparing for the future, and not just for yourself but for your families, because we want to enjoy the best of both worlds, and that's what we're saying. Happiness is owning a piece of Jamaica, and Victoria Mutual will help you to do that.
Wow. And that has to be happiness. I mean, when you mentioned the house on the beach, I mean, you're just hitting the right tune with me right now, because boy, I would definitely love to own a little slice of the island right there by the beach. Now, here's what I want to ask, because often we hear presentations like this, and you call or you start the process, it's frustrating. There are like just stumbling blocks along the way. What kind of flexibility does Victoria Mutual Building Society have in place, especially now with what the pandemic has done to business models all around the world, in trying to accommodate the inability to travel and do things you would do in person and all that? How flexible is the Victoria Mutual Building Society's mortgage situation right now, as far as customers being able to take advantage?
Yes, thank you so much for that question, Wayne. Incidentally, we have seen for the past 2 years, we have seen an uptick in persons seeking to purchase homes in Jamaica, especially with the concept of the Airbnb.
Right.
And also too, with the pandemic, informal research has indicated that because of the security that one can have with the Airbnb rather than going into a hotel and having the interaction with various persons, the Airbnb, buying that property can also reap benefits for someone. So although persons are not able to travel, of course, we've seen where we are now able to do the virtual tours more often. As you've said, it's the first time we're interacting via Zoom, which is so amazing. And
Yes.
of course, Victoria Mutual, we have a robust mortgage online platform. So once the customer makes contact with our office, or even if they go to our website, customers can actually upload their documents that are required in order for us to do a pre-assessment. What those documents are, we ask for your last 2 years tax returns. It's similar to the requirements as you're purchasing a property here in the USA or anywhere around the world, where we want to assess your financial how you're able to service that debt given your current living expenses. So of course, we're going to ask for your last 2 years tax returns. We're going to ask for your last 3 months pay advice. We're going to also ask you for your bank statement to show your salary being deposited from the company, an employment letter, and your ID. We also get an income and expenditure statement from you. And what we do an assessment. So the customers can always fax us the documents, scan an email, they can upload into the mortgage portal, and we just make it easy. Once we do an assessment, of course, the applicant will be able to get a pre-assessment letter. And if they do not have a real estate agent in Jamaica, we have a subsidiary company, Victoria Mutual Property Services, who will
Okay.
assign an agent, and they will assist them in finding the perfect home that matches the price point that we have done the pre-assessment for. So when it's not a it's making a decision to purchase a home. It's not a light decision that one makes. No, of course, you have to plan for this, because what we realized too, Wayne, is that it's not that persons can't afford the mortgage payment, but making the initial deposit and the closing cost. So most vendors will ask for anywhere between 10 to 25% deposit on the property. And of course, we tell you to budget an additional 9%, 9 to 10% for your closing cost. So when you're seeing, if you're going to purchase a property for 100,000, right there, $20,000 US is what you will need. So VMBS, if the person doesn't, or the applicant does not have the deposit, we have a wonderful product called the
Whoa.
I Save for Home, that once you set your goal, if your goal is a year or 2 years, then what we'll do the assessment, and then the applicant, can then decide how much they can put aside in this account. So this is the I Save for Home, and we'll see that uptick in that product, especially for the millennials, for the younger audiences, where they have a goal of, say, to buy something in 5 years or 3 years, and they're not quite ready. So of course, Victoria Mutual, we make the process easy for our members.
Wow. Wow. Once again, if you're just joining us and wondering where's this great information coming from, this is Miss Suzette Rochester Lloyd from the Victoria Mutual Building Society sharing with us this evening happiness. And if you missed it, let me just recap real quick. She spoke about, the different, services that Victoria Mutual Building offers. They've been around for what, over 140 years, she mentioned. And, we're just wrapping up here, this segment here, just talking about how you can own your own piece of the island of Jamaica, which is what is the happiness she's pushing tonight. So it is truly a happy feeling. Just listening to you makes me happy, Suzette. And I know I'm going to have to answer some questions to somebody tonight about this, because it really sounds very viable and like something that could be a great investment. So, you've gone into so much good details about the happiness and why we should embark on it. You've talked about the general services. I really like the fact that you can save towards that house through Victoria Mutual. I should say property. It doesn't have to be a house, but I'm so glad you can literally save,
For
um,
for any.
towards it. Yeah, that's great for listeners to know. Now, Suzette, what else is there that I might not have asked that is really important for us to know? Those of us who are really excited now and
Yes.
want to dig into this deeper.
Yeah, so persons may contact our office at 305-770-2643. Again, it's 305-770-2643 for more information. And also, I would like to also share too that we've had such a wonderful, warm welcome in Atlanta when we were there a couple of years ago, when we had our home buyer series, and we had a
Yes.
great turnout, and it was really, really marvelous. And I just want persons to know too that Atlanta is the next city on our radar,
Hmm.
Georgia. So in the next coming months, of course, we're going to be on your program to talk about how we want to expand our footprint in Georgia, of course.
Great, great, great. Looking forward to that. But let me tell you, this has been a great, great, and very informative conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Suzette Rochester Lloyd of Victoria Mutual Building Society. And if by now you're not interested in looking into honing a little of the happiness, man, you're going to have to probably just rewind and listen again. Good stuff, Suzette. Good stuff. All right. And just tell us the information again on the office location in Florida.
Yes, so our office address is 2600 South University Drive, Suite 109, Miramar, Florida, 33025. And our contact number is 305-770-2643. And we look forward to, of course, speaking to our members on whether they want to reactivate an existing account, how to get information on accessing their account online, or how to add someone to an existing account, how to open an account, how to access a mortgage loan, and also how to purchase that auto, how to access an auto loan in Jamaica. So we have various services, and persons who want to do business in Jamaica can certainly contact our office. And the number again is 305-770-2643. And it has certainly been our pleasure.
And let me tell you, I speak with a little bias, of course, because I am a Victoria Mutual Building Society account holder, and the services have been great. I've gone through stuff, listen, the communication sometimes is not, might not flow the way you think it should, but at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. And so I'm a happy Victoria Mutual Building Society account holder, and everything you've mentioned is accessible and can be done. Just speak to a representative. Is it easier to just call or going to the website? What would your advice be?
Well, persons can also visit our website at www.vmbs.com. And of course, they can look to do their own research on products and
Okay.
services. They can contact our office because we are the experts in the field, basically. So once we do our analysis, we'll ask the customers what's the reason for saving, what's your goal, and they will be able to recommend the best product for you. So of course, we will say, of course, contact our office at 305-770-2643. And we'll also encourage you to visit our website where our various products and services are listed. Of course, we just released our audited financial statements, so a person can actually also look at our profitability. We have really done exceedingly well, despite the pandemic. And of course, persons want to know that they're with an institution that is safe and secure and will remain relevant. So of course, Victoria Mutual Building Society, it's the place to actually say towards any of your life goals.
Suzette, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Suzette Rochester Lloyd, Victoria Mutual Building Society. What a wealth of information this evening. Thank you for sharing with us. Continued success in all you do, and may you have a lot of calls and follow-ups after this wonderful, wonderful presentation this evening. You have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you so much, Wayne, and so do you. All the very best. And listeners, walk good and stay safe.
Thank you. Oh man, what a great conversation.